Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is Montana, episode number 25. Welcome back to Montana, folks. Alright, we've got a busy day today. Look at this, our corn. Our corn is growing and ready to fertilize. That means we get to test out our new fertilizer sprayer, but let's check all of the other fields as well. They are all in the first stage of growing. Remember, we have 3 fields of corn, 3 fields of soybeans. There they are there. 1, 5, and 4 are corn. 2, 3, and 2.5 are not soybeans, sunflowers. That's what we have, corn and sunflowers. We still have to buy a header for the harvester, but that will come later because we don't have to harvest just yet. So we get to fire up the fertilizer sprayer. Yeehaw, we finally get to use the new piece of equipment. But first things first, we are going to get rid of the seeder that we don't need because we have 2. And the Amaze one is now going to be retired because we're using the Great Plains seeder that seeds everything. The Great Plains planter, that plants everything. So we don't need this one, so we can have some extra cash in the bank. We're going to bring this down to the shop, but first we're going to unload it because why would we give away seed and fertilizer? There we go, all unloaded. And now we can bring it down to the shop, sell it, and then come back and start fertilizing our crops. And also what we're going to be doing today is we're going to add another sell point. I found a cool little mod. It's going to be a surprise. You're going to have to watch to find out what it is. I'm not going to tell you. But we're going to add another sell point to the map. And I'm thinking it's going to go right beside the fruit stand there that we put up a couple episodes ago. There's room for it there. And it's going to greatly help us in our pursuit to take over Montana in the sense of global domination, or Montana domination, if you will. And it's going to help us get rid of all these trees and make a lot more extra money. So stay tuned for that. Halfway through the episode, we're going to unveil the new mod and what it's going to be. But right now, we're just pulling up on the shop. We're going to sell the seeder, put the money in the bank. We're down to, what does that say, $114,000. So we could use a little extra cash. Let's just leave this right here. There we go. Let's see how much we get for the seeder. Remember, you get 10% more when you drive your stuff back to the shop before you sell it. So keep that in mind. There we go. $178,000 for the seeder. That's fantastic. That puts our bankroll up to $282,000. Let's get back to the farm. Fire up the new Stera fertilizer sprayer, and we'll start fertilizing the corn and the sunflowers. And while we're driving back to the farm, folks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. We don't have a lot of episodes left in Montana. There's not really much else we can do here with our 5 fields and taking over the town. So enjoy it while you can because there will be a new series starting soon, possibly on Tuesdays. Depending on how many episodes left. I'm going to say 3 or 4 more episodes left here in Montana, and then we're going to wrap things up, and then we're going to start something new. Man, I can't wait to use that new fertilizer sprayer. Look at all this fantastically growing corn. This is going to make us a lot of money. And all the sunflowers. We do have to keep at least $100,000 in the bank because we do need to buy a header for the class harvester there. So keep that in mind. We are going to need a little bit of cash, but that little influx from the seeder sale, that Amaze 1, Amazon Amaze 1, I don't know what it's called. Who cares? Anyways, it's gone. We got a little bit of an influx of cash from that. So now we're going to just save some money and buy the, we have to buy the sell point that we're thinking of there. And we have to buy another little piece of equipment as well that goes along with that sell point. Again, keeping it a big secret till mid-video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, let's unfold this bad boy. This shouldn't take long to fertilize as well. And at a full tank, we should be able to fertilize every field that we have in one fill, greatly cutting down the cost of solid fertilizer that we have to put in the seeder and the fertilizer spreader, now that that's gone as well. Alright, so we just unfold it, turn it on, and start driving. There we go. So we're going to seed, we're going to fertilize the corn. Then we're going to take a little fertilizing break, install the new mod that we've downloaded, and create the new sell point. Then we will fertilize the sunflowers. So we're going to kick on the time-lapse music right now just to fertilize the corn, and we'll check back with you in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Alright folks, the corn is all fertilized. We're now ready to add the new sell point mod to our farm. Let's drive right over here to the fruit stand. For the life of me, I cannot remember what it's called. The Finnegan box or the finicky stand, finicky, who knows. The little wooden shack right there that buys all of our stuff. Okay, so we're going to stop right here. Yeah, this looks like a good spot here because we want to clear out some of these trees in the back beside the sell point there. Where are we going? We're going to miscellaneous. This is where the mod is, and this is what we're going to install. Drum roll, please. Where is it? There it is. The Lizard wood chip pellet maker. This is what we're going to install, folks. If you have not seen this already, what this does is this takes all of your wood chips and sells them as pellets, increasing the revenue that you get for the wood chips. So instead of hauling all of your wood chips to the sawmill, where can we put this thing? Instead of hauling all your wood chips to the sawmill at like $200 per 1,000 liters of wood chips, this sells them for considerably more because it turns them into wood pellets. That is fantastic. And we're going to put it right here. Let's find that green spot. There we go. We're going to stick it right there. And there you go. The Lizard Pellet Box is what we've just installed. Let's go over and have a look at this thing. And we'll show you exactly how it works and what it does. Now, it's relatively simple. It has the trigger right there in the front. And all you do is you dump your wood chips in it. That's it. And it automatically turns them into pellets and sells them for you at a premium price, which is considerably higher than just regular old wood chips. So it saves you from driving all the way to the sawmill for that disappointing wood chip sale. And you can just dump them right in here. Like I said, turns them into pellets and then sells them. So let's go have a look at what the prices are here at the Pellet Box. And if you look here, if you bring your wood chips to the sawmill, they sell for $253. And if you bring them to the Pellet Box, it sells them for $304. So you're making $50 extra, and that's just the half of it. I've seen it go almost double the price of what you would get at the sawmill. So why wouldn't you just use the Pellet Box? Now we also need this wood chipper to make trees into wood chips. Now we leased one before. You've seen it. It did make an appearance here in Montana last time, but we leased it. Now it's going to become a permanent fixture in our farm, and we've just purchased one. We've just got to get down to the shop to get it, and that was all made possible by the Amaze 1 cedar that we sold at the beginning, and now we're able to afford all of this stuff. So let's go down to the shop. We'll grab the wood chipper, set it all up, and we'll show you how it works. And we're back. All right, so we've got the wood chipper. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can chip your logs right into a tipper trailer and then dump the trailer into the pellet box. Or, since the trees are relatively close by, you can just put the wood chipper right into the trigger of the pellet box, and it'll automatically feed those wood chips into there and then sell them for you. So now a word of advice, what you've got to do, if you haven't, if you didn't remember from last time, or you didn't watch the episode where we had the wood chipper in it, you have to go into the menu and turn automatic engine start to off. So that way the engine on the wood chipper stays running while you are throwing logs in it. And then all you have to do is turn it on and start it. And there you go. Oh, it's not working. It's not running. What am I doing wrong? Why aren't you turning? Do we have to hook the tractor up to it first? I think we have to start it with the tractor first. I think now you have to manually start all of your vehicles once automatic engine start is off. Let's just hook this back up here and figure this out. Do we need the PTO for this to start it up? What's happening here? Let's go back into here. Alright, start engine. Engine is on. It's still not running. What am I forgetting? Why is this not running? Oh, there we go. Turn wood chipper on. There we go. Now it's rocking. Alright, we forgot to turn it on. We started the engine, but we forgot to turn on the wood chipper. Lesson learned. There we go. So we don't need the tractor after all. There we go. Let's get you out of there and we'll fire up the tree log harvester thing right there. And then we'll start throwing some logs in here. Oh, it stopped again. What's going on? Let's start this up. There we go. All right, now we should be good. All right, we've got it running. It's still running. Ready to chip some logs and sell some lumber. There we go. Let's get the tree harvester. The Sampo Rosenloo. All right. Let's put a tree in here. Now we're just going to cut the trees like we did before. We're just going to cut the trees and feed them right into the chipper. But as we get further into the forest, it would be wise to bring the wood chipper with us with the tipper trailer to store the wood chips in it, and we'll just drive them back to the pellet box. But for all intents and purposes today, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to cut down a tree, drag it over to the wood chipper, and automatically sell the wood chips. Ooh, this is going to be problematic because this tree is rather large, and this is like a medium-sized tree harvester, so we might not be able to get that in there. It might not lift it. Yeah, it's going to tip over. So I think what we've got to do is cut a length off of this log first, and then we'll just chop that up later, throw it to the wood chipper manually. Yeah, this isn't going to work. It's not going up at all. So let's cut a 6-meter length off of this thing right now, and then we should be able to raise it up just a little bit more. We'll just leave that log in the road for now. There we go. It almost worked perfectly, folks. Almost. Let's just get this into position here. We'll change the length to 1 meter, so that way it'll just feed right through the chipper. And there we go. We are off to the races, selling our wood chips at a premium price right here on the farm. And you can see there the wood chips going into the pellet box, the money going up. And then we should make quite a bit of money off of this because there are a lot of trees that need to be turned into wood chips. Now let's get, let's just get this out of the way. We'll jump out and chop this up. With a chainsaw, there we go. Manageable lengths that we can lift. Go, there's 1. And 2. And 3 cuts, we should be good. We should be able to lift these up now and just throw them into the wood chipper. There we go. And throw. And that's just my luck. Alright, got it stuck already. Get in there. Come on, you. Maybe it's a not so manageable length. There we go. Perfect. Let's throw the rest of these in here. Just like this. Well, let's try from this side. Let's put them in lengthways. There we go. And you can see the money going up. That's good. We don't have to drive our wood chips all the way down to the sawmill anymore. We've got a nice little wood chip selling point right here that will greatly increase our income. Where'd that log go? There it is. It'll greatly increase our income because the pellet box, like I said, turns the wood chips into wood pellets for various things. I don't know what you would use those for, but it doesn't matter. What matters is they're paying more than the sawmill is for wood chips. So we're going to keep doing that. Alright, let's try that out again with a smaller tree. Maybe we'll be able to get that in there, no problem. Let's take that one right there. And so eventually I want to clear out this whole section as much as we want. Maybe we can build another farm here or another field. Who knows? Or maybe we have enough fields and we're just chopping down trees for educational reasons. That one didn't chop down. There we go. Let's get this one in there. Just taking care of some landscaping issues. Now that frickety frack, whatever, the Frit and Fritz, that's what it's called. The Frit and Fritz has lots of sunshine. There we go. Manageable trees into manageable lengths. It's kind of hard to get it right onto the conveyor though. We'll get it. We will get it. Alright, come on, get in there. There we go. That looks good. And the easy way to make wood chips, right there. Perfect. And I think after this we're going to start fertilizing the sunflowers. We've got to get that done. And I think that's pretty much all we have to do today. I did want to add the mod, which we did. I wanted to fertilize the corn, which we accomplished as well. And now we just have to fertilize the sunflowers. All right. Oh, I think we're going to do one more tree. Let's do one more. No, you know what? No, let's skip ahead to the fertilizing of the sunflowers, shall we? Alright, so we've finished with the pellet maker for now. We're going to fertilize all 3 fields of sunflowers. We're going to kick on the time-lapse music one more time, and we'll check back with you when all the fertilizing is done. Thanks, folks! Alright, all of the fertilizing is now complete. Now what we're going to do is, once we put the fertilizer spreader, actually before we do that, if you notice, we still have almost a quarter of a tank of fertilizer left. We fertilized all 5 fields without filling up, and we still only used 3/4 of the capacity, which is fantastic. Alright, so we're going to park this. We're going to head back over to the pellet box. We're going to continue making more wood pellets, but that is going to wrap up this video, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you're watching Farming Simulator 19 played on the Xbox One console. This was Montana episode number 25. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and this is me saying, hey, see you later.